Hi Aquarius, welcome to your September reading. It is September 1st. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know that I have a whole bunch of specials going on. My birthday was on the 30th of August, and I wanted to give you guys a bunch of specials for my birthday. So there's still some spots available for 30-minute readings. For $60, you can get an astrology chart for $111. That's really discounted. And the full astrology chart comes with a report and a live session or a video recorded session. You can get a 20-minute Reiki session for a really discounted price. And I do have the one question readings, a few of those still available as well. So let's just get that business stuff out of the way first. We have some... man, the only word that I can think of is painful. Some really painful energies that are happening in your 12th house right now. And actually these painful energies have been there, all year long, but it's being triggered by Mars in Aries. So everything that's going on in Capricorn, which is in your 12th house, especially if you're an Aquarius rising, you're having to really look at the depths of who you are. And this is going to affect any one of your Aquarius placements. But allowing yourself to resist the temptation to argue in September, looking at situations as they come and not trying to predict things are going to be really kind of a big deal. Don't fight with the fire signs right now. Don't fight with the fire signs right now. And I think that you sort of already knew, especially the Leo. Don't fight with the Leo. You sort of already knew that there's like this cleansing that feels like it's happening. It's cleansing of energy or a wiping out of energy, and kind of an acceptance of it. This had to happen because you know that there's no other way. You wouldn't have gone the direction the universe wants you to go in if it weren't for this period of time in your life, if you will. Let's look at the cards. So we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. The Strength card. The Tower. The High Priestess, and the Eight of Swords. Like I said, the cleansing is real, and you saw this coming, Aquarius. You totally saw this coming, and that's the thing is, you knew that there would have to be something pretty big to make you uncomfortable, to move you in the direction that you needed to go in. And the reason why you knew that it had to be an uncomfortable change or an uncomfortable shift is your comfort level. It's almost as if you, how do I want to put this? It's almost as if you, you become comfortable and then something shifts, and then you become comfortable again, and it's like you're building up a resistance to the comfort, right? So every time you are being allowed to, okay, so now I can settle into the peace, and now I can settle into my existence, boom, something happens to shift your energy in some kind of way that you really have no control over, right? You really have no control over it. And as Venus moves into Leo, which is directly across from you, and dealing with all of this stuff that's going on in your 12th house, there's this need to redefine your self-worth. There's this need to redefine what that because Venus is about comfort, and Venus is about your, the self-worth aspect of things. So arguing, fighting against it. See what like you arguing and you fighting against whatever it is that is happening with this Queen of Wands, with this fire sign. It could be a Leo. Your temper, honestly, Aquarius, your temper is in your control. Let's see what this Queen of Wands energy is. I feel like this was meant to happen because you have to really, oof, man. So on the Queen of Wands, we have the Sun, the Hierophant, and Temperance. So it could also be a Sagittarius energy you're dealing with. This person's energy is leveling you up. And in a spiritual aspect, in a spiritual way. This person's energy is bringing you some kind of clarity within the existence that you're already in. And the balance that you have to find within that is through, and usually that happens with triggers, right? That when I say leveling up and it involves another person, usually the person is triggering you to grow, to go in a different direction. And whether that, and usually the triggers feel very uncomfortable, right? Tower moments, the discomfort of it all. But it's the shift that's bringing you a lot of clarity and sort of like an acceptance. You know what I mean? Because the Temperance card isn't just about being patient. It's about balancing out your heart and your mind. And when we're making decisions, you don't want to do it because there's this sense of you wanting to do things very, very rapidly in September, and having that mindfulness and accepting that the things are the way that they are in this moment, and that every moment is temporary, and allowing yourself to be mindful of that. And if you need help with that, there's a whole workshop that I'm doing this Saturday on September 5th to cultivate your own fearless intuition. So all of that information is in the description box, by the way. Accepting your role and accepting this fire signs role in the journey that you're on. I didn't say you had to like it. Acceptance does not equal being happy about it. Acceptance is just acknowledging that it's there. It exists. That's acceptance. I accept that this exists. Do I like it? No. Do I have to deal with it? Yep. And that's going to get you out of the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is that prison, right? The prison that we make in our own mind. And it's going to release you from the prison so that you can use your intuition, because you already saw this tower moment coming. And maybe the tower moment already happened. Maybe that happened back in August. Let's see. So this could be a Leo energy that you're dealing with, or it's just creating the strength within you, right? It's creating the emotional strength within you. That Page of Cups. I feel like you want more from the Leo in your life. I feel like it's almost as if you want to look at them and be like, why can't you just show up for, like, why can't you just show up for me in the capacity that I need you to show up for me in? You know what I mean? And it may not even be that that Leo is supposed to be in your life. It may not even be that that kind of that person is supposed to be there. They might have just been the trigger to get you moving and allowing yourself to push forward in all of this. Ooh. The Emperor on the Tower. That's a lot of Mars energy in 2 cards. Like holding it, my head's actually hurting just holding these 2 cards, because Mars is having a field day in Aries right now. And it will be for the rest of the year. It's not fun. It's not exciting, and it's not fun. But it's cleansing. It's very, very cleansing. And it's necessary. And that's the problem, right? Is that this was necessary. There were a lot of wrongs that needed to be righted with this energy. And you're actually seeing that in your own life. There's, like, I want you to create some tunnel vision for yourself so that you can see how this energy is literally creating a whole new path for you, a whole new direction for you to go in. So the High Priestess, yeah. Okay. So this fire energy, this fire sign energy, oh man. You know the decisions that you have to make are ultimately some of these decisions that you have to make in order for you to be happy in the long run, or in order for you to have that abundance in the long run. Some of them are going to be painful. You know that already. You kind of already saw it coming. You knew that it was going to hurt. It was going to break you. You knew that it would probably break the other people or the other situations that are in your life. But again, a lot of times the reason why we have to make these choices that hurt us and hurt other people is because of the previous choices we made to put ourselves in this position. If we would have maybe put up boundaries earlier on in life, or maybe if we, it's like hindsight, right? Hindsight is 2020, but we're not living in the past anymore. We have to live from this moment, and we have to accept all of the choices that we've made up until now, and know that the choices moving forward, if you make them for your best and highest good, that they'll be the right ones. It's very hard to determine, when is this a really good choice, or when is this a really bad choice? Like the decisions that I have to make, am I making the right decisions? Am I making the wrong decisions? It's not even about right or wrong. It's about what is your soul guiding you to do. Because every time you make a decision based on your soul guiding you to do it, or your path, your journey, the way that you're going, the direction that you're going in, every time you make a decision based on that, it's always right. It's always right. But we take other people's feelings into consideration, and that's not wrong. It's not wrong to take other people's feelings into consideration, but how far do we go to take other people's feelings into consideration and put ours on the back burner? Do you see what I'm saying? So 6 of Pentacles on the 8 of Swords. The energy that you're putting into the prison that you're creating in your own mind is only going to make you more confused. It's only going to make it more painful. So instead of being in that Eight of Swords energy and giving more energy to the Eight of Swords energy, I want you to take a step back and ask yourself, what's best for me? And that doesn't mean that I want you to just hurt everybody in your path. That's not what I'm saying. But people can put some guilt trips on us, and people can make us feel like what we're doing is not correct because it's not benefiting them. Do you see? And so when we accept the path that we're supposed to follow for our own growth, and we don't constantly give back to other people, it starts to feel a little bit lighter. You start to feel a little bit more free. You start to accept that this is your journey and this is the direction, and you can be in a more mindful place with it. It's not easy. I didn't say, again, acceptance is not easy. And it's not, something that we always are going to enjoy. But it's necessary. Absolutely necessary. It's okay to not know where you're going right now. The Moon and the Six of Swords. I think more about easing your mind into the direction that you want to go in, and easing yourself into the next season of your life, or the next part of your journey, or the next part of the path that you're on, pulling yourself through all of that. This is going to be a very anxious month. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very anxious. The energy is really, really tense right now. I can feel the pressure in my head. I can actually feel the pressure through my entire body, but I can feel mostly in my head. And it's not that I want you to ignore that pain, that pressure, but I do want you to give yourself a break from it. Mindfulness meditation is a really big thing. We do meditations every week on, with the memberships. The more you allow yourself to take away from the anxiety of the moment, the easier the decisions will be, and the more you'll be able to see the gifts coming to you. Oof. So towards the end of September, things look a little bit brighter. So we have the Empress and the Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. And this will probably come through in some kind of communication. I feel like you might hear something about some money or some sort of situation that's going to help you become a little bit more stable in the current environment that you're in. This is not an easy time for us humans. But it's a necessary time. And I think that you guys can see that. You're just looking to find a way to navigate through it. And I think acceptance is going to be acceptance and acknowledgement that this is the path that we're on. And allowing yourself to grow within that is going to help a lot for you guys this month. All right. Take care of yourselves. Please come see me on the memberships if you can. We do mid-month love readings, and we also do energy updates on a regular. And if you are able to take advantage of that birthday special, I've got a lot of new services coming up, and so I probably won't be doing a lot of readings, like personal readings, tarot readings. So, yeah, I love you guys. Have a good September. Do your best to not go crazy during this Virgo season. And I'll see you guys for October readings. Bye.